Hello, guys. Yo,
There we
yo,
go.
yo. What is up? All right. People are saying I sound all right.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I had to turn my Bluetooth off. When I have my Bluetooth on, I don't get audio for some reason on the
Huh.
on Younow.
Well, what's up,
But
Charles? I haven't seen you lately, man. I guess we
you
both
haven't
just been
seen me
super
lately.
busy. I've seen you more when you
I
lived
thought you
in.
said you watched a couple of my videos a week or so ago.
Yeah, yeah. I've been trying to keep up a little bit with you, but yeah, it's tough. It's just tough. We've been really busy this year. We're trying to make some progress into finishing our album. We're really close. So yeah, so I've been just kind of not watching much YouTube and not making as much either.
Weren't you guys? I thought you guys were going to try to wrap that up in January. You guys are
Well,
still working on.
it takes time, especially, if we're still doing YouTube, obviously, just backing off a little bit. It doesn't open up that much extra time, but.
It's understandable. Well, let's just get right into it, okay?
Yeah, if anyone wonders, I just ran this morning. I just took a bath. That's why I have wet hair. But I want to quickly hit you up about this, your vegan social media elite thing.
Okay, we can talk about that.
Aren't you one of those, bro? I mean, you have a reach probably bigger than ours once you count all your social media. You are the elite, bro.
I'd have to argue with you against that.
As much as I am.
I'm going to tell you the reason I use that term, the vegan social media elite, okay? It usually refers to people that have, 100,000 subs or more, okay? And it also refers to, like, established vegan YouTubers. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself an established vegan YouTuber simply because I haven't been on YouTube as long as a, vegan personality.
I mean,
So,
you get the views, though, bro. You get the reach. That's what it's about. You can have 1 million subs, but if no one's watching, it doesn't really matter. You have fewer subs than we do, but your monthly reach is probably the same ballpark, probably better than some months.
well, it has been better some months. I mean, we can, I'm going to go ahead and, fact check that right now. I think,
I'm saying welcome. If we're part of the social media elite, you are too. So welcome to the club.
well, see, I'd have to argue with you there. I really don't think that, my views for the last 30 days are around 420,000, and then I'm going to look up. Let's see where you're at. But again, the way I describe the vegan social media elite is more like established, respected vegan YouTubers. So, and you guys have about double what I have. You're closer to 1 million, about 800,000 views. And you guys have a relatively large channel, and
We'll be about 500,000 to 600,000 this month. We've just had some weird viral kinds of videos and stuff that have been popular for us. So yeah, I wouldn't read too much into those numbers. It won't be a consistent million. But then your Younow is huge too. I go, once you add up all your views on all social media, you're bigger than us. I think so. I'm pretty damn sure.
So are you're kind of calling me out here and making the claim that I should include myself in the vegan social media elite category?
It's all about reach, bro. That's what social media is, about reach, and your reach is good. You know that, So I'm going, if we're elite, I would say you're in the same club as we are. I'm saying it's a compliment. I'm not calling you out. I'm saying welcome to the club, man.
Yeah, I try. I do okay. But to get right into the topic, okay, the first question that I want to ask you is, a lot of people, at least in my chats and my comments, are asking the question, how come nobody is talking about the vegan gain situation? Now, I'm sure you're familiar with the basics of what the deal is. Am I correct?
I saw, strangely, I was on Younow a few days ago. Whenever you broke it, when you go onto Younow, when you launch the web page, if you're subscribed to someone, you're automatically put onto that person's broadcast.
I hate that.
You were on, and I saw you talking about it. So that's how I heard about it, basically. And I watched your video, and that's pretty much all I know. I didn't watch Richard's response if he's made one or anything like that. So I basically know only what you said on Younow and in your video.
Well, just in general, not Happy Healthy Vegan specifically, but do you have any insight as to why, considering so many people are quick to, call out fake vegans? You even did a video about the Fully Raw Christina controversy, I think, a couple of months ago.
I just called, that was a long time ago. You called me out for making that. You thought I should have been making a video aligning myself with your calling out of Duran Rider. You were offended that I talked about Christina at that moment in time. But anyway, I was just saying, basically, not all vegans need to show dead animals and animal activism in their videos to be considered vegan. That was my point of that video. I didn't call her out. I was actually praising her. I'm saying she's doing her job. She's reaching young girls in a more feminine way, and we need people like that. You know, it's not my way of doing it. I don't watch her. She doesn't speak to me, but she speaks to lots of young girls, and great.
Well, before we get into specifically, like, you know, about Happy Healthy Vegan, do you have any idea as to why, you know, vegan YouTubers are not really talking about the vegan gain situation? I mean, it just seems weird to me because there is so much going, you know, back and forth, you know, unnatural vegan constantly. You know, maybe she just hasn't gotten around to it, but do you have any insight at all as to why that might be?
I can speak for ourselves. In fact, when you told me that other vegan YouTubers aren't talking about it, I was actually shocked, considering there's so many up-and-coming starter drama channels. It seems like they'd be chomping at the bit to get their 2 cents on this. So I'm shocked.
Well, I'm shocked too. I mean, I'm a little surprised. Now, as far as Happy Healthy Vegan goes, the reason I think it's weird that we haven't heard anything from your camp is because, for the simple fact that you guys have had a lot to say in the past about other, you know, vegan YouTubers. Just to throw out a couple examples, there's Freely, there's During Rider, there's myself, there's...
Freely? I've never made any videos about Freely.
I think you've made a...
During Rider, yes, but not Freely.
Well, I can recall one video where you made a video, I think it was entitled "Freely is Losing Subs?" And it had a picture of me.
That actually responds to you. You're saying how she's like bleeding subs, and I was putting out the alternative hypothesis that that moment in time there was some kind of weird quirk in the YouTube algorithm that was making people lose subs at a weird rate. It wasn't happening to all channels, but I showed like 4 examples of people that lost a lot of subs at that particular time too. I didn't call her out. It was, if anything, maybe defending her at best.
No, I'm not saying you called her out, but what I am saying is, you know, you have had things to say in the past about, you know, vegan YouTubers, and I know you guys say you know you don't want to do the drama. You're really trying to stray away from that, and you know that's understandable. That's absolutely understandable.
I just thought it was an interesting thing to talk about because it was actually happening to us too a bit. So it was actually had a personal stake in that matter.
I see. I could understand that. It seems to me that, you know, if you're willing to go on camera and talk about a vegan YouTuber losing subs, you know, could it be an important topic? Absolutely. But an ethical vegan on social media harassing non-vegans, attacking cancer patients, and, you know, I guess trying to destroy a smaller YouTube channel for eating cheese, yet he's buying designer breed dogs and feeding it raw meat, it would seem that would be a topic of discussion. And I'm just wondering, you know, maybe you haven't been following it, but I guess people are just wondering why there are no comments from Happy Healthy Vegan on that situation.
Well, those are 2 totally different matters. Like one is like one is me just like trying to work through a puzzle of what was going on with the subs, and the other one is like you're saying to come out and say someone, hey, you are a bad person, you are wrong, some kind of type of video. So yeah, I make videos often where I make mention of a person, but rarely do I come out and say someone has to do something really crazy like for me to come out and say, hey, you YouTuber, you are wrong, you should stop it. Like for you, for instance, you were like, you know, pretty hard on us last year, some slanderous type videos and comments. So I made the video, hey, Vegan Cheetah, you're wrong, you shouldn't do that kind of thing. So that's what I'm talking about. For me to come out and make a video like that, something, you know, you know, and like yeah, you might mention Isel too. You know Nina and Randa, they're nice girls. He has a beef with them, but to make a video title how they are not beautiful and make that be the basis of why they're irrelevant or something like that. I mean, their beauty or lack thereof is completely irrelevant about anything they say. So I just thought that was a cheap shot at some mutual friends of ours, and that's why I made that video. You know, but vegan gains, you know, it's this. When I'm saying that the issues I bring out are not vegan issues, they're just morality issues, just people doing bad crap, you know? You slandered me in the past, Isel bagging on their beauty, Durin Rider, you know, telling his friends, his followers to go out and beat up a guy, Isel. I mean, these are just human decency issues. I'm not calling them out as the vegan police. That's never been my job. So that's why we haven't responded, you know, So I don't know if that satisfies your question.
You said if it's these are your words. You said if it's something crazy, you know, then maybe you would have something to say about it. And from my perspective, the craziness of this all is not whether he's vegan because of this or whether, it's vegan to own a dog or to buy a designer dog, whatever. The issue is that, he's built a social platform. Richard has built a social platform trashing non-vegans. You could say slander, trashing, trolling, whatever you want to call it. And as an ethical vegan and promoting ethical veganism, he has even denounced people for being dietary vegans. And, the craziness about this is that the guy bought a dog from a breeder and then lied about it, is still lying about it.
Well, is that true? I mean, I'm not saying it is. All I've seen is your video, and I know you've said don't take what you say as the gospel truth. I've had video of you guys saying that before. But anyway, if that is true, if he got a breeder dog instead of like a rescue dog,
I have published the sales contract, Ryan. I have published the sales contract in my last video.
All right, cool. I haven't seen it yet, but if that's true, yeah, that is disappointing for sure. Yeah. Nothing to be stoked about, Well,
it might be disappointing as an ethical vegan, but the craziness is he's still making, like he just made a video about PewDiePie's girlfriend wearing wool and promoting some kind of wool product on her YouTube channel. But the craziness is the hypocritical, the hypocrisy of it all. And I guess people are just wondering why nobody talks about it. Like why it seems like Vegan Gains gets a free pass. And, comparing it to like my situation, it seems like, I know, Angie's got to speak for herself, but Angie had a lot of questions for me, on the video. I think she even titled it, "Is he even vegan?" And we're talking about, the basis for that question was in context of the fact that I ate cheese on a sandwich, and I consume ramen noodle soups when they might have chicken flavoring packets in them. That was
hard-hitting interview, and she asked you the question that people were asking, and she gave you the platform to answer it in your own words. She wasn't saying, hey, you're not vegan. She just asked you an open-ended question and allowed you to respond to that. Just like when she did that interview on Skype with Richard saying, hey, everyone's saying that you filmed your grandfather dying. What do you have to say about that? And let him answer it in his own words. So yeah, just because it's a hard-hitting question doesn't mean she actually believed that. She was allowing you guys to speak your truth.
Well, yeah, but I think on the video too, but also, definitely on the video, she had confided on camera that she did have her doubts whether I was vegan or not because of these things. Now, this is, besides the point. The point is, it does seem like you and Angie, you do have thoughts, you do have opinions, you do have questions. Maybe you just simply don't care about the Vegan Gains situation. I don't know. But I guess, coming from the viewers and coming from my perspective, I guess we're just wondering, like, what's going on here? Like, why does Richard get the free pass on the dog breeder thing? And he's got an entire freezer full of raw meat, and he's still prancing around as an ethical vegan. What is, while at the same time harassing people? Like, what is going on here?
Animals are hard, bro. Pets are tough. It's like I'm sure you and I both know a couple mutual vegan friends who have some pets that weren't rescue pets. I'm not going to call anyone out on that. So it's just, again, I'm sad in that if that's true, that he did get a what's that called, a breeder dog. Well,
let's forget Vegan Gains out there. I want your opinion on breeders, on buying dogs from breeders. Just your opinion. Forget about Vegan Gains for a second.
I'm not into it. No. In fact,
are you opposed to it?
Huh?
Are you opposed to that idea? Would you buy a dog from a breeder?
No, I personally would not. I personally wouldn't even own a dog. But you saw we have cats, and they are rescue cats. So that's all I'm going to say.
Would you buy a cat from a breeder?
Huh? No.
Would you buy a cat from a breeder?
I personally would not. In fact,
why not?
These might be the last two pets I ever own, possibly.
Why wouldn't you buy one from a breeder, though?
What are you saying there, Angie?
Why are you talking for me over there?
Huh?
I'm the one who got called out. Why are you speaking for me?
Hey there. Angie's back there talking to me, too, so if I look like I'm distracted.
I can ask you for help with something, and I realize that you're like so live, talking on my behalf.
Okay. No, okay. You need some help with something in the kitchen?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll answer your questions and then I'll get off here because I know you have other people that want to guess too. But no. Personally, I'm just speaking for me. I'm not saying if you do it, you're wrong or a bad person, but I personally wouldn't buy an animal from a breeder. I would get an animal from a rescue shelter because we have one right down the street and they have great high-quality animals there that need a home. That's how I roll.
Okay.
Again, that's just
all right. Hi, Angie.
Hi, Charles. So I have no idea why you're trying to get me to respond to something. I don't watch your videos. I don't watch Richard's videos. I don't know what's going on. I haven't been talking to Richard. I don't have any facts. I'm not going to start suddenly doing research because you call me out on an Instagram picture, calling me elite when you know damn well I'm not elitist. I was totally cool to you. I've been cool to you, dude, even though you've never been freaking cool to me until after you met me face to face.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
It's totally bogus that you're trying to drum up some activity on your channel by calling me out on Instagram. It's totally not cool, dude.
Wait, when did I call you out on Instagram?
So easily, like, I'm gonna come to Anji's rescue. Forget that, dude.
No, I'm trying to have a rational conversation here with Charles.
We basically listen. A lot of people just want to know your opinion on the vegan gain situation. Maybe you guys don't care and you don't have any thoughts about it, and I can understand that if you haven't watched the videos. I completely get that.
As I've said multiple times, I'm not gonna start watching the videos because you start tagging me on a photo.
I didn't tag you in the photo, Angie.
Yeah,
I did not tag you in that photo.
You're all saying something about Angie won't say anything. She's like the vegan elite. Let's put pressure. You order 66 people to come and pressure me to make a video on your behalf.
I did not do that, Angie. I've asked people to pressure their favorite YouTubers to ask the question, what do they think about vegan gains buying a designer breed dog and, promoting ethical veganism? I think it's a legitimate question.
Call someone out, but you have been hanging out with someone that has a cat that I know is from a breeder, and you're not calling that person out, so I don't see how that's any different than, oh, I am mad as F. You're so right, Freely Fan Club. I'm so angry because I was cool to this guy, and then what does he do? He goes and stabs me in the back. Why?
Angie!
Start playing this video game with you, bro.
Angie, listen, I'm not trying to stab you in the back. If anything, I think you two are some of the most relevant voices in the vegan community on YouTube, and we're just interested to know your opinion, Angie. It's not a stab in the back. If we didn't find your opinion relevant, I wouldn't care what you have to say about it.
Here's what I have to say. You hassling them about their dog is not bringing about anything good. You don't have a solution. You're angry that they fed it vegan, then you're angry that they fed it not vegan.
You're misrepresenting me.
Wait, you're angry that they adopted it, then you were angry that they tried to give it back. There's absolutely nothing that they can do that would please you. You're just trying to destroy the channel. That's all you're trying to do, and I'm not freaking cool with that.
Yeah, dude, come on.
That's my opinion. I'm out.
Well, listen, we can always listen. You can always come back to the broadcast later. I understand emotions are high. That's not my intention, is to destroy anybody's channel or to call anybody out. I legitimately am interested to know, your opinions on the issues, whether it's breeders, whether it's feeding a dog raw meat, whatever. And the other thing is if I didn't care about, the opinion of Happy Healthy Vegan, I wouldn't ask. So I want you guys to know that. I do. And I apologize if Angie's upset with me, but it's not a slight to you or Angie.
I think she's a little upset too because I came on here and she perceived that I was speaking on her behalf. And this is one reason why we don't make drama videos. It just kind of upsets her, upsets everyone. That's not our thing. That if you go look at our channel feed for this year, Zero Drama 2017. That's our thing. And there's so many great drama channels like yours. You guys, keep on doing your thing. But yeah, we're gonna keep on doing our thing. So yeah, you guys can call us the Vegan Elite if you want. That's cool. We'll take it.
Well, listen, that's understandable. You're welcome on anytime, and I do appreciate you coming on.
Okay, Charles. All right, take care, man.